So I know people are feeling down and some disappointed because of the Rapture failure, and that's what people are talking about online on social media. So I decided to share this because I was not going to share it and I did not want to believe it myself that there was going to be a delay when God told me from around September 24th, that 21 days delay. How did he tell me this? Through visions, showing me visions, prayer or not prayer or within dreams. So I start seeing, okay, eggs. I'm like, okay, what is that? What does that mean? So again, I see hatchlings, vision of new hatchlings, from an egg, these chicks. And I say, okay, they're beautiful. Yeah, they're nice and beautiful. I wish I could hold them. They're nice and probably I can hold them in heaven. Maybe I can hold them there, the chicks. They're nice, but I don't know what that means. So, then it shows me again, I'm praying another time, visions of a hen, chicken hen. So it's putting two and two together. Like, okay, I don't know what this means. Why am I seeing chickens and eggs and chicklings, hatchlings out of hatchlings out of an egg? What is that? What does that mean? It's like something is about to hatch. Okay. I go back, so I see a vision of an egg. Now this time I see a vision of the egg, white and nice. It's a vision of an egg. So I'm like, what is that for? Probably I'm not hungry. So I'm like, I don't know what that means. What does it mean? So, sometimes it works like this. God does not tell you immediately, plainly forward, straightforward what he's trying to mean. Sometimes you'll see visions and you have to put two and two together to get the meaning of these visions and dreams. So, okay, I said, okay, what does this mean? The egg is not food. So, so I'm like, what does it mean? Is it for food or what? But anyway, I'm playing. So I'm like, okay, the vision is an egg. I don't know what it means. Then I put two and two together. Okay, egg, there's hatchlings, there's one for hens, for cock, these chickens. And then I say, okay, probably if this continues, it goes again in a dream. I see this again, eggs. So I'm like, okay, what is happening? So, I go and Google what about chicken and eggs. So I had forgotten how many days it takes for a chick to come out of an egg. So I Googled that, and then it comes out, the answer is right before me. 21 days, 21 days for an egg to hatch into chicklings. It takes 21 days. So I'm like, okay, 21 days, what's this meaning? My mind shoots back to the book of Daniel, 21 days delay. And I was like, okay, so 21 days delay. I'm like, okay, the rapture is going to be delayed 21 days. I'm like, no. It's not. It's on the 23rd and 24th Julian calendar, September 23rd and 24th Julian calendar. That is on the 7th, around 6th to 7th October, because that is the full moon, as it is supposed to be. The trumpets are supposed to be blown on the full moon, and it's supposed to be the Feast of Trumpets, so he's supposed to come within that time. Feast of Trumpets. Why would there be a delay? Why delay? Why 21 days? This does not make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. So I chose to probably go with the other group, to go with the other ones. I'm like, okay, it's going to happen like this. There's no delay. The prophecy says this and this, 23rd Julian calendar. Those are the dates given to us. So I'm like, okay, I cannot speak about this because I don't know what this means. And there's no full moon within 15th. When I count the days, it goes up to 15th October. I'm like, okay, that's too way far. And why does the 21 days delay have to happen? And if the 23rd is within 6th and 7th October. So, okay, I count and then I wait. I said, okay, maybe I'll first see this through. The 6th and 7th probably is going to happen at that time. And then the other one, there's no full moon there, and it's not the 23rd and the 24th of September Julian calendar. So, okay, I quit on that. So we're waiting, and then on the 8th of October, yesterday, and then 3 a.m. I wake up, and then the Lord shows me in a vision. He's telling me that he knows we're waiting, and I'm having questions within my mind. He knows that I'm having questions. He shows me that image of me having questions within my mind. And then I'm like, okay. And he shows me that he is going to come, and then he's going to take us. He's coming soon. It's going to happen soon. We should, so we should wait, continue to wait upon him, because it is going to happen. It's happening soon. So I'm like, okay, is it happening like today on the 8th? So I should hurry and get prepared, get soon. I think it's happening today. So when he says me, it's indeed coming, it's coming to take us very soon. I was like, okay, this has not happened. So what is going on? And I'm still here. So I'm like, okay, let's go back on the other. So I see a video of someone, this lady explaining, she was explaining about the 8th day, the video on YouTube. So I'm like, oh, what is this about the 8th? What she's talking about? So I'm not believing in it. I'm like, what is she talking about? And it's done. What I'm like, people now are starting to come up with things now, So I was saying, people, I think their minds are boiling up, they're frying, and I'm coming up with things at the moment. So, like, what is this? So, actually, she talks about the 8th day, and then she hints on the book of Leviticus 23, from verse 33. And that is about the day of feasts, and you shall keep these feasts holy. And that's around Leviticus 23, 39 to 40, about keeping those feasts when on the 15th month, blowing the atonement and everything. So we go to the book, she goes to the book of Leviticus 8 from 33, and that is about keeping 7 days of consecration. Those are the 7 days of atonement. And it says 7 days of consecration to enter the tent, 7 days of consecration and for atonement, and 7 days shall he consecrate you. So 7 days shall he consecrate you. And within 7 days, I count, okay, so 7 days of consecration. If you're under the 7 days of consecration, how long is that? So I count from within around, let's say, 7th October, which was around the full moon. So count 7 days from that. If it is 7 days of consecration that she's talking about, then it shall be consecrated for 7 days after gathering the fruits. That is Leviticus 39, Leviticus 23, 39 to 40. And then the consecration begins with Aaron. The example is with Aaron and his sons being consecrated to be priests, so they had to wait outside the tent. Therefore shall you abide at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation 7 days. So 7 days, Leviticus 8:33. And you shall not go out of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation in 7 days, until the 7 days of your consecration be at an end. For 7 days shall he consecrate you. As he has done this day, so the Lord has commanded to do, to make an atonement for you. Therefore shall you abide at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation day and night 7 days, and keep the charge of the Lord, that you die not. For so I am commanded. So this was the 7 days of consecrating them and staying before the door of the tabernacle of congregation to be atoned for 7 days. It goes to within 15th October, indeed. And I'm like, okay, this is 7 days. Maybe it counts for something. It might count for something if it's not just a 21 days delay of Daniel. So I go to the book of Leviticus 23, 39 to 40. So, okay, here Aaron has been chosen to be a priest and his sons, and he has been, selected, and they have done the rituals and they have done everything that they have done, the feasts. But now he has to wait for 7 days for to be consecrated, to be atoned for, before entering into the tabernacle of the Lord. So we go here in the book of Leviticus 23, 39. The Lord is saying here also in the 15th day, this is commanding them for 7 days of waiting. So also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when you have gathered in the fruit of the land, you shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. After that, so it's like a wait of 7 days after they have made a feast unto the Lord. And you shall take, and then after that, and that has happened 7 days, and then and you shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. So you shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. So after the 7 days of waiting, what does that happen? You go take up your palm trees and everything, all those, and you rejoice before your God for 7 days. So that is like the 7 years of tribulation. When you're rejoicing after waiting the 7 days of consecration, and so you're rejoicing before the Lord with palms, just like they welcomed Jesus with palms, and just like they also in the book of Revelation, palms in heaven before the Lord, before the throne of God. So also here it says, you shall rejoice before the Lord for 7 days with palm trees and all that. Those like 7 years you being before God, rejoicing and having a feast with the wedding supper of the Lamb for 7 days, rejoicing in heaven with the Lord until it's finished, and then you shall come back on earth with the Lord. So that is like the 7 years of celebrating with the Lord in heaven with your palms of rejoicing. So here it says, verse 31, and you shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. You shall celebrate it in the 7th month. You shall celebrate it in the 7th month. You shall dwell in both 7 days, and all that are Israelites born shall dwell in both. So here the Lord is, I'll leave more descriptions for other people to illustrate more, elaborate more on what I've said. Illustrate or find out your more revelations about this. Probably they have better calculations. If you have better calculations, you can add on that on top of that and calculate more, because the Bible says, he who has wisdom, let them calculate. And so let them calculate. I just had to give this vision, also to let you know about the message from God and what He's saying, that He is coming. He's coming. That's what He said. And yeah, there is a delay. There's that delay. It's a Daniel delay. Yeah, the 21 days delay of getting an answer, but then the waiting, yeah, for 21 days. That is what it is actually. So God bless you. So right now we're in the days of consecration, the days of waiting, and the days of waiting after gathering the fruit of the land to be consecrated, to wait for 7 days. So with God, everything is 7. As you can see here, it's 7, 7, 7 everywhere. It's 7, 7. So it's 7 is perfection. It's His perfection, the time of His perfection. And yeah, I hope that is it. Well, hopefully. And yeah, and God bless you. And yeah, I just wanted to add about this. Like not really to give you hope or be hopeful every day, all the time. So I'm not trying to set dates, but I'm trying to say that there is a delay. Yes, the Lord says He's surely coming, and indeed is said soon. He did not tell me on the 8th. He did not tell me which date. I just want to clarify that He did not tell me the date of His coming soon, but He just said He knows we're having questions in our minds. We're having questions, and he said he's coming soon. It will soon indeed happen. So it's going to happen soon. Yeah, and go take this on your shoulder. Take this on the shoulder and pray about it. Pray about it. Seek the Lord more. Stay in His presence more. Stay in His presence more, and yeah, fast, pray, and sit on this and think about it and pray about it. Yeah, and then you shall know better, because we prophesy in parts and then we say in full. Yeah, the Lord can reveal different things to other people, but His ways are different. So God's ways are different. They're not our ways. So He may say something and then it may just be meaning there's going to be like Daniel waited for something after the answer had come. So we're also waiting. Probably we're waiting in that time of consecration. We're just having the Daniel delay. That may be the meaning. Yeah, but it's soon. It's soon. God bless you.